Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 3 of Cooking with Sal. And I've been keeping up with Tasty on YouTube. I've actually been keeping up with Tasty since the beginning of time. So y'all have seen the mini pancake cereal trend, I am sure, because I freaking love pancakes. Pancakes are my favorite breakfast in the entire world. But I saw Tasty do a twist of it where they did mini donut cereal. It's pretty easy. This is not a healthy recipe, but you know what? Life is about balance. What I have for you is, I got mug cake because I went to Highland Farms and they did not have cake mix. So this looked pretty easy. It's in little packets. We're gonna experiment. I'm gonna go with 1 egg like how the Tasty recipe did. So we're gonna experiment with that. I have a little bit of vegetable oil and I have some water. So I chose Rainbow Bit because I love me some funfetti. I'm pretty sure it's just like regular cake mix that they portion out. I feel like I'm gonna do like 2 of these. All right, so I used 2 packets of my Betty Crocker Funfetti mug cake. All right, I'm gonna use 1 egg. And I'd say this is about probably 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And I'm gonna add water in as we need it because I want the texture to be kind of thick because we are gonna pipe it into little circles. This kind of looks like the Easy Bake oven stuff.
Let's bake with the new Easy Bake Ultimate Oven.
I used to love that shit, guys. That's what started all of this. All right, so I'm probably just gonna add 1 tablespoon of water because I don't want to overmix it and I don't want to make it too liquidy. It's probably about 1 tablespoon. I'm also like the queen of eyeballing, so. Yep, Easy Bake Oven. So most of you probably at home don't have a regular piping bag, so I'm gonna try to make it easier for you. I just took a thicker kind of Ziploc bag and I'm gonna cut a hole at the bottom, but before I do that, easy trick, you take, a steep mug or cup and you fold this bag into it and roll it out over top. And now we can kind of easily spoon it in here without having a mess. Just gonna pour it in here very slowly. See, look, no mess. I'm just gonna try to squish this to all one corner. Before we get to piping, I did line some trays. Now these trays I've used silicone baking mats. They are really great, they're reusable, they're non-stick, save the planet, less parchment paper. I got these for, I think they were 16 bucks. You can probably find them on Amazon for cheaper. But, I feel like I've been giving Jeff Bezos too much of my money. What?
Jeff Bezos.
Bezos?
Bezos.
Okay. So now that I have my cake batter in my little Ziploc piping bag, I'm just gonna cut a small hole at the bottom so I can pipe it. And I'm just gonna go to town. Just little circles. Kind of lazy. Now that my little mini donuts are piped out, I'm just gonna put them in the oven at 350 for about 7 to 8 minutes. I'm just gonna check back in on them. Cool. So I was lucky enough that with this little mug cake thing, it also came with some icing. Now for these donuts, I still want to include a little glaze with them, but if you don't have a little, icing pouch that comes with it, you can also do glaze with about a cup of icing sugar and just add in a tablespoon of milk or water at a time until you get the desired texture. So this texture that it's coming out right now, we want it to not be like this. So I'm probably gonna add some milk. So a little bit of my red food dye, probably about 2 drops. A little milk pour. Probably just start off with a splash. Okay, here we go. See how it's kind of liquidy but not, like a milky texture. I'm really just gonna take my icing and just droop it up over top. Now that I'm done glazing my donuts, I have a little bit of sprinkles, to kind of finish it off. This is completely optional. I just think it will look pretty.
A few moments later.
So I just threw my little mini donuts in the fridge for them to stiffen up. And now that they're kind of solidified, I'm gonna put them in my bowl and we're gonna try this out. I'm not a freak and I put my milk in after. Interesting. So it's obviously very good. It's very sugary. This cereal, it's pretty bomb. And that is it for Cooking with Sal. Have some donuts today. Goodbye.